Ghana Info TV suni politics and trending news and the sumo or channel is nene story about 2 million so I ejino home na yipa yempese bi become ya fonti nyakofa ayimuno credible sumo or channel is men kasapi kamonye ko social media no so nyegwe aneko ti the trending mi pamba na ba de aka no me ba beto amoso
you know information ekra esisi a na kire se Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well anytime soon, as I made this information known to you on Monday. And tonight, midweek, our intelligence report and our canary bird monitoring the space around Bediatuo also suggests that Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well anytime soon. Our intelligence is asking us to tell Ghanaians, more prayers for Nana Asante Bediatuo to get well. Why? Because top medical experts in the United States have been called upon. I repeat, top medical experts in the United States have been called upon to take care of Nana Asante Bediatuo. But it still doesn't, or as it were, seem not that Nana Asante Bediatuo is getting well anytime soon. Even though the government of Akufo-Addo has sunk considerable huge sums of money into the United States health sector for Nana Asante Bediatuo to be taken care of. But Nana Asante Bediatuo isn't getting well anytime soon. And it still may not look like Nana Asante Bediatuo may join President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo in the 52 more days left to go to the polls. What it means is that Nana Asante Bediatuo, who is the secretary to the cabinet, if Akufo-Addo is exiting the office, one very fundamental role for Nana Asante Bediatuo is to sit to gather all the documents, sign everything, including said Nana Asante Bediatuo must stand in for Akufo-Addo and do what is called the traditional exit plan and hand over to the next government. We call it a transition. Nana Asante Bediatuo may not, cannot, and will not be able to commission this, get this job done. It is so possible that somebody would have to come and do that job. Yes, it means Nana Asante Bediatuo is not getting well. Now, the last message to our intelligence report, I don't want to say it tonight. I'm sorry. I cannot say it. My young said Friday, yeba, yebetimi de abetoho amagana for. So, in concluding on Nana Asante Bediatuo's health status, I call on Ghanaians here and around the world, sympathizers, friends and loved ones. Mua obwa munya contract ni ade mumompa emfema pape. Ni enhwese de besiko. But may I say sika akọ pape na ya rehwem pretia kakrenye sika ketwa. But it's still not getting that well. So the transition ebekoso between Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo handing over to the next government, that transitional process may not, cannot, and will not be commissioned by Nana Asante Bediatuo. Sad indeed. I'm sorry. Folks, and some will see, Bibi will see you. Yeah, it's onipa, who will see. Only muhu munini. So you wunya, so you were down for, so you were there. Muni muhu. Bible accompanied us. Muni muhu enini. Yes, sir. When you go down odenti, but Saka kabin some way. Sa mini why? Do you know me? Do you know who I am? Miss Anyo Maneme, Ibri, Unfam Kusifi. Folks, as I'm Cassia da ho. When you may aduma ebia Friday, possibility that it may be Friday. If then I have to break the news and break it, we'll break it. Nana Asante Bediatuo report na mdesi wama. So folks, now let's come to the Ghpagetv document. Tonight we start the document from the national situation as regards the media landscape afi ye de mu ko wura ade a won mo pese o mo ye e wo media no mo and some trade union o mo say den now I anyway shall we upon kroma aye adwuma papa na afi upon kroma say tumi abomoden enya media fo a wo mo ponye sympathizers to NPP a wo mo ye NPP for adversarial up to about 80% of journalists for abeka NPP ho manos mi kwekwa mete yes mo hudwo upon kroma adie into upon kroma adwuma oye nyana he is on a mission. When we do upon Kumedio, and why ye say Tam, meanwhile, no a journalist, not a multimedia, Quesitum station. What the Quesitum station at the Bobra Boni Bio Betia at the NPP and at the home. Afiemra, the roles of wine Afia Bebudi, journalists for Bang and upon Kumetia is secure. Number one, the roles of Kwekubako, editor in chief. Abdul Malik Kweku Bako, editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide. No, Dikai. Paul Adom and Ochre Ekaho Mimiano. Paul Adom Ochre. Hey, I do. Paul Adom Ochre. Kwame Sefa and a kind Esoswa. Kwame Sefa Kain. Umina will recruit him. And the moment that Kwame Sefa can order the Kokro Nisi Ho. Ejuma fun ena kwa me sefa kan ti wo die mo sori a ensem hu ne nkwase akeka osora na odi nipa bebegu so nure chi mu so odi okoboy abetra ho wo mbetra ho a de omo ya ne say image worshiping kwa me sefa kan ebetra ho a ena me na me chairman general ena me nkwase akeka any nothing they do that informs this country that governs this country positive wo no mbetra ho a image worshiping any mu and no better on oye on any host room go on. He is one hell of a journalist who lack credibility, magnanimity, and research base. Yet, Okotra Kofi Annan Center no course security whatever course no untimi manifest with the proper journalistic standard. No, you better kokroko and normally kokroko no a definition of government debe payroll debe platform. Why do you not come Obi of multimedia? Ekosi saying you recruit to Omina. Yamina make a doc. And to we a journalist now to Diana Dria. No him see a recruiter. Come out, issue a press release or rejoinder. Nienkai. Obi of multimedia cannot be underestimated. It is for this reason that Nana nearly sacked Kandapa for delaying the release of their monthly allowance of 1 million Ghana cedis. Since the national security budget does not go through normal scrutiny, this group has to be assured of an enhancement of their regular emoluments in our next government on condition that they work hard for our anticipated victory in December. Onyame humu mobo asema mo kan se sa media fo ya mabobo omudini Abdul Malik Kweku Bako Paul Adom Ochre eka ho Kwame Enesefa Enekan Obi of multimedia ekosi sen 90 sen o me 94.7 wo mu nya ye nkrofo ya recruit om na asema document re kan se won mu be yedwuma aboa wom enti emantawanta obi ba the national security minister Ayora Hwan can Albert can dapa on the president in term because one way is sikabia as 1 million Ghana cedis yemfama each one of them since sikana yemfama can dapa and address or better says can so emma edintawantawa eba on the president in term folks enya asem ketwa na menemo kano enya asem ketwa ena menemo ye den e kan wa ha no folks Yankupon hu nipa mobo. Yankupon hu nipa mobo. Now yemre. Hey. Afi yemra Osla Owusu on closure of opposition media. Mami Osla Owusu udi epie. Enti unim sa asema me kenye ne kra. Mami Osla Owusu bra. Fire rejoinder bra. Ose we score Osla Owusu 70% for her execution. What a Oslo max. We score Oslo 70% of her execution of the agenda today close down pro NDC radio and television stations. Asem we see anansi here. Bibisa mo. Mo say mo ton ada ho. Mo say ye kan na mo di etinye. Me say Oslo usu wo mabɔ naba so wo mo man 70% so why ade say o close to NDC pro radio and television stations. Esi anansi ye nkoso. O say while we praise her for closing media entities such as 1 Radio XYZ, Capital Radio, Muntia FM, and many more, she scores some low marks in the implementation of the strategy. We expected her to leave Radio Gold. From the list for obvious tactical reasons. She could have waived their debt like she has done for our friendly stations such as Ash FM in Kumasi. She could have been fired for the avoidable backlash in strategy, but for her long-standing roles as Nana protege. Wate? Wo nipa bonisem. Mami Oslo usu oma bonabaso man 70%. Dientia esanse obon hu modern na oklosu stations ahudo bebrea wono ya affiliated to NDC. No man warning say station bit say Radio Gold ma onklosu dienti because so now Radio Gold obey on bibi kra na e kanu a Radio Gold for ne de no e na nche ohwe mo muntu aka na wanhwe ne saa enti nipre e ba Oslo usu a chomu ba be yinedi. Hey, mutrimu odin say na Ghana for mi bisamo. Radio stations here bobo ye close here na ye close here ye close ni na. So would you therefore say this document is fiction? Afit here. Na senti o mu jai ma Oslo usu nya na hudi ye ne kire say oye nana.
We need to social media so Ghana Info TV. They do have some our channel so na sana so no. Make sure so like we share and subscribe. I just be a no. Fatu comment section as Emma me. Remember no. Back in kind of wakram.